I have been professing my love in communication with God for you for over a year now because I feel like I'm ready. I know it took time, but I had to make sure that I was ready. Is how they feel about you. Good day, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to Milk Honey Rose. I am Mystic Alchemy. Thank you for being here. So you have someone here that has been really communicating with God, trying to make sure that they do all that they can do to, it's almost like they want to be absolutely sure that they're ready to approach you because they don't want no half stepping. They don't want to come to you unprepared. So they've been connecting and communicating with their ancestors and with God to ensure that they are ready and make sure that there's nothing else that they need to work on first prior to connecting to you. What one of their worries was at the time when this started was losing the opportunity to be with you off the strength of their, I want to say inconsistency for some reason, but that's not really what I wanted to say initially. It's more so their indecision. Someone was very indecisive when it came to approaching you. Now, it could have been for various reasons. Maybe they had other options, or maybe they were already in a relationship with someone else. And even if it wasn't like a serious relationship, even though it could have been, but if it wasn't, then it was just someone that they were intimate with on a regular basis because they were around. However, it doesn't necessarily mean that they were thinking that they would marry that person or be with them, like as if that would be their forever person. It's kind of like an energy of a placeholder if anyone was present in their life. So they had to clean all of that up before they can even approach you. So they knew that, and they knew they had a lot of work to do. So they began to do it slowly. However, it feels like there was some static. Like they would backtrack and start doing things that they didn't really want to do. They were going through a war. It feels like an internal war with themselves based on how they truly want to live and how they're used to living. So what they were used to, like the lifestyle that they were used to, they felt a sense of comfort in that lifestyle because it's basically a normality in their life that they've taken on from repetition. And they didn't really like it. Not all of it, at least. And it was okay while it was happening. However, after such experiences, it would leave them feeling very empty and like something was missing, like they needed more, and it just was not enough for this person. And it got tiring. They were actually very tired of that lifestyle. The more that they lived it, the more tired they got, the more that they kept trying to be satisfied by it, because it feels like they kept going back to it, even though they knew it wasn't really that, it wasn't really fun anymore. It didn't have the same effect on them that it used to have. But they were still trying to get it back, trying to get that same feeling back that they used to get, but, it wasn't there. So it left them feeling a little confused because they didn't know what to do with that free time. At that point, they didn't know what to do. So it left them feeling an emptiness because they were grieving their past lifestyle, is what it feels like. So it took them a lot of meditating and self-reflecting and communicating with people that they care about around them, such as friends and family and people that they trust, to find, it feels like find enough energy to center themselves and to divinely align themselves to their soul's cry, like what their soul really wants. for their life and God's plan as well. So they began to make the changes, and it was not easy. Now it was difficult, and it still is challenging because it's new. However, at the same time, they know that if this work will bring them closer not only to themselves but also to you, it's worth it. They feel like that work that they need to do on themselves is worth it. And you actually were the catalyst to this change within them, because they didn't realize how they were negatively affected by their previous lifestyle and how unhappy they actually were, because they didn't really know any better at the time. They were really just stuck in a karmic cycle that became normal, and they didn't see anything wrong with it until they did. And then it made them feel very, very empty and hopeless. Like they didn't know where to start to begin to do the work on themselves. However, they put that work in. They did. They put that work in, and there was some bumps in the road, There was some obstacles, but they did what they had to do. And now they're just really hoping that when they're ready to come towards you, you want them just as much as they want you. So if you deem this energy as suitable for you to be with on your spiritual journey, drop it down in the comments below. I declare and decree, this is the future lover for me. Okay. I heard as you see. Oh, how'd it go? I heard as you see, I can give you what you need. It's like this person is saying, I have what you need now. Like, I'm ready now, and I just hope you will accept me. Okay? So that's it for this message. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're feeling my vibe, especially if this message does resonate with you. If you would like to book a healthy conversation, you can by visiting www.milkhoneyrose.org. And you can also join the membership here on YouTube for additional content. Thank you for listening. Sending my love to you, and I'll see you in the next one.